But no, did you?
I know you like me.
Yeah, actually did really like you like for real.
Did? But you know that like me.
I like you, but not like the way you see. I'll be very honest.
Now, wonders shall never cease to end in the Shine Your Eye mansion. I mean, today of all days that we're talking about Head of House Challenge, nomination show, live nomination show. See the way the ladies in the house are hustling. Not just the ladies, I mean everybody is hustling here and there to be in the good books of their fellow housemates so as not to get nominated. But the one that stands out of all of these activities and all these shenanigans happening in that house is Queen and Maria. Guys, these two women, their hustle game is top notch. And listen guys, I'm going to be spilling the tea on every single activity that they've been involved in. How these two ladies, they've been trying to get into the good books of just one man in that house. So you need to watch to the end of this video to get all the scoop on what I'm talking about. Let's start. Now I'm beginning with Queen. I don't know how many of you have noticed that Queen and Boma, they are no longer an item. They are no longer on the same page. And of course, we know what happened. Friday, Saturday, Queen was acting extremely possessive over Boma, kind of pushing away the rest of the female housemates from fraternizing with Boma, also kind of trying to restrict Boma's movement and involvement with the rest of the other housemates. It was almost as though she was the woman in his life controlling his activity, almost acting like a jealous wife or girlfriend who did not want her man to get corrupted by, his naughty, nasty friends. And so guys, Boma felt overwhelmed. He felt like he was being used for a cruise, and that was how he and Queen, they had a heavy argument or conversation. I don't know which one to call it, but they had a heavy conversation about it, and he sternly warned her that listen, this is the end. We are not in a relationship. We are not an item. We both agreed that we're in this house to play this game, to catch cruise. So I do not entertain and will never entertain you holding me hostage to your side. And guys, that was how their relationship ended. So right after the Saturday night party, we had seen Queen telling Pere and Maria that she was going to give Boma space, since Boma had asked for space, because Boma was acting as though she was forcing herself on him. But guys, I've already done a video about that, so I don't even want to spend time talking about those two people's issues. But guys, the crux of the matter of this video is that Queen is back to ground zero. I mean, Boma is no longer giving her the attention that she had enjoyed from him in the first week that she got into the house. I'm talking about last week. And so Queen is on the hunt to find a replacement for Boma as soon as possible. And of course, we all know the reason for that. Today is the Head of House Challenge, yes, which would see a lucky fellow housemate not just winning the Head of House position or title, but also seeing another lucky fellow housemate winning the position of deputy, if chosen by the Head of House, of course. And then there's also the live nomination show. If you are in the good books of someone, then you stand the chance of not getting nominated. So guys, Queen was seriously in her element today as we saw her gallivanting the kitchen, following Whitemoney back to back. She was literally like the yin to Whitemoney's yang. It was as if they were like CMS twins. Guys, I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, but they were literally like this. This girl was seriously gelled to Whitemoney, following him up and down. And guys, this impromptu closeness started off yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. The party was on Saturday. So on Saturday, she had that blowout with Boma. And then yesterday, Sunday, she had voluntarily been assisting Whitemoney in the kitchen because, of course, after the full blown out argument that the housemates had in the house on Friday, Whitemoney is automatically partially back into his kitchen duties. Yes. And so guys, Queen has automatically become Whitemoney's self-acclaimed assistant. Yes, from yesterday she has been assisting in helping him to clean the kitchen, wash the dishes. Like, she's been very, very seriously active. And guys, from the look of things, we know that all that she's been doing, it's all in a bid to be in White Money's good books? Because of course, this girl is very smart. She's been listening to conversations, especially the conversations that came out of the arguments that, oh, when White Money is in the kitchen, nobody is helping him. And so she had probably calculated that, if I am assisting this guy, I would definitely be in his good books. He might not nominate me, blah, 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 you know, that kind of thing. And of course, guys, let's not overlook the fact that since she got into the house, she has been pretty cool with White Money as well, you know, but the way she has been conjoined with this guy today, we know that in her head, agenda must agenda. Guys, have a look.
What happened in the book of Body Tattoos of God? When the content was about the
And the most hilarious part of this whole thing is White Money's countenance and his facial expression. Guys, we know that White Money is very smart. We know that ever since White Money got into the Shine Your Eye mansion, he has always, you know, declared his stance towards relationship and towards getting tempted by women. For White Money, he's not the sort of person to fall easily for any or just any kind of woman or any kind of girl in the house. I mean, he had stated severally that for him, he has worked in the photography industry. So he has seen a lot of naked women who would come to the studio to come and have naked photo shoots. So for him, he's not really swayed by women's beauty or body looks or anything physical about them anymore. Another thing White Money has said about himself to the rest of the housemates is that when he likes a woman, he never ever makes the move. So he would just stay and be observing and be looking at the woman until the day something, maybe anything, pushes him to, you know, reveal his true feelings to that person. And so guys, we know that White Money is cool with Queen, but not attracted to her in that manner that she was thinking. And so guys, whilst Queen was doing all the eye service shenanigans, like she was literally all over White Money, like you like say you won't choke the guy, don't make the guy breathe again. White Money was just smiling with the knowledge of what she was doing. And then in this short conversation, it will surprise you to hear White Money reading out Queen's strategy to her directly. And guys, I was all for that. It was quite hilarious.
But no,
Guys, the moment White Money made that statement, it was just so obvious that Queen was laughing out of embarrassment, because guys, White Money completely saw through all her tactics. And then, just as he said, if you want us to create content, should we is to create this kind of content, this one, people will be glued to their channel. However, guys, I am over here, I'm thinking about Queen's strategy, and to be very honest, I was just completely embarrassed for her. Because first of all, what would Queen have done? And that's a question to you guys watching this video right now. If you were in her shoes, what would you have done differently? I mean, for me, I would have taken my time to study the terrain. I have talked about this before in my video where I talked about triangles. I mean, she would have taken her time to study the terrain, study the guys in the house. Who are these guys? How do they treat the ladies in the house? How do they behave around the ladies? And how do they conduct themselves when they are not around the ladies? I feel like Queen was too hasty. She did not take her time to study anybody or anything, even though she calls herself a Gemini girl that is very, very good at reading people's minds and reading people's body language. I just felt like she has failed woefully this time around. And guys, it was quite hilarious that she did not see any other person to go and try this rubbish with. It's actually White Money. Like, guys, who they? Coming on to Maria. I mean, we know how much Maria has been avoiding White Money, especially all through last week, that she had been acting the role of deputy to Pere's head of house position. I mean, it's been as if there's a tug of war between these two people. She's been in Pere's camp. She's been, you know, actively supporting Pere in his agenda to ban White Money from the kitchen, you know, actively stirring up the feelings, the emotions, and trying to manipulate the minds of the rest of the housemates towards the idea of putting White Money up for nomination for possible eviction. But then guys, after Ebuka's questioning session during the live eviction show last night, we've noticed some changes here and there with Maria, especially today. I mean, White Money, of course, as usual, is always in a good mood, was in a good mood today as well. And they were all in the garden by Biggie's instruction. And then Maria went to the garden to sit beside White Money and to engage him in a conversation. And guys, the direction of the conversation was quite interesting. Have a listen for yourself.
Remove yourself from the equation. Put another name. Put Boma. Put Boma into you. Like that.
I mean, guys, it was even more hilarious that Maria was reporting Pere to Whitemoney. I don't know how many of you can actually detect the mind games that Maria is playing, but she's actually trying to give Whitemoney the impression that, hey, guy, I'm in your corner. Oh, Pere forced me to do what I did, though. I did not do what I did because I wanted to be against you. Like, guys, all of those things were just so glaring.
From how I sensed it, how Peri explained it to me, it made sense.
Which I understood perfectly because
like, we can't even do it without you. Yeah. We tried it.
God, Maria will not kill me. Maria will not kill me. She's too smart. Oh my God, she's too smart. But then, guys, the interesting thing is that these two people that are engaged in this conversation, their smartness matches, their energies matches. I mean, Maria was coming from the angle of, oh, I didn't do what I did because I hated you or something, blah blah blah. And Whitemoney too was coming from a very soft and calm angle, trying to let her understand that, girl, I am cooking in this house because it's a passion. It's something I enjoy doing. You know, and Maria was like, oh, but you told me that before you came to this house, you were not cooking for over a year. So whatever Pere was saying to me, it actually made a lot of sense because all of a sudden you were cooking. And then Whitemoney was also firing back. Then Maria now came from the angle of, oh, yes, I know you like me. Yes, but Whitemoney had to clear her that, listen, it's not like I want to date you. Yes, I'm just saying I used to like you. And Maria was like, oh, what stopped you from liking me? Why did you used to like me? So Whitemoney was like, oh, after the first 2 days, she got into the house and there was something she did. And then automatically he perceived that, okay, this girl is actually acting out a script. And that was what completely killed all that kind of affection he had for her. So right now, he just, just likes her as a normal person in the house, a normal friend. But that kind of affection that was really pushing him to go and declare his love for her, he said in the first 2 days that she got into the house, that all of the affection ceased to exist. In the course of their conversation, Maria made a statement, and then Whitemoney said to her that, listen, there is somebody that is actually playing the deadliest strategy in this house, but the person is staring at you or right in your face, but all of you are not seeing the person. Rather, you people are looking at me because I look like the obvious person. So Maria was like, who is the person? And then Whitemoney refused to spill the beans. Frankly, guys, I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation between Whitemoney and Maria because I was listening to these two people talk and I was just seeing the two smartest individuals in the Shine Your Eye mansion. And guys, for real, you see those two people? I was just wondering, like, what if these two people create an alliance? What if they form an alliance? What is going to happen? Guys, that's a question for you guys. Just let me know in the comment section your thoughts towards that. What if, just what if, Whitemoney and Maria form an alliance in that house? What do you think is going to happen? Put your thoughts in the comment section below, guys, and I will see you all on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Bbnaija. Have an amazing day. Bye.